Welcome back to Wrestling World. We have a lot of wrestling news to get into today that mainly revolves around the women's division. We'll go over a lot of recent Sasha Banks interviews where she reveals her plans for kids, retirement, and a lot of other interesting topics. We'll also take a look at the huge opportunity that Mandy Rose might have just lost. So let's start things off with Sasha Banks' comments from a recent interview. Sasha Banks still remains one of the younger talents on the roster at just 28 years old. Since she was wrestling from such a young age, she's one of those superstars that already has 10 plus years of wrestling experience. She's right in the prime of her career with no signs of slowing down at all. However, Sasha Banks was recently asked about settling down with retirement and possibly becoming a mother as well. Sasha had this to say about those topics when she was a guest on Devon Dudley's Table Talk. "I don't know what the near future is, but definitely, I would love to be a mother one day. When the time is right, I'm sure the universe will let me know that." We just had a huge WWE pregnancy that really shocked the world just a few months ago with Becky Lynch. So Sasha's answer is definitely yes, but she's leaving it up to the universe to let her know when's the right time. Sasha was also asked about her retirement. Asking retirement questions to a superstar in their 20s does seem a bit strange and way too early to even discuss, but Sasha still gave another great response to the question. Sasha had this to say when asked about her retirement plans. Maybe until the wheels fall off. Hopefully not. I'm going to do it until I just feel like I've done everything I wanted to. How about that? Health as well. I'm going to leave healthy and really fulfilled with what I've done because I've already been very fulfilled in everything as well and very healthy with what I've been doing in the ring. I've been taking care of my body. I've been happy, healthy, and full. So, who knows how long? It can be forever. I can be like Ric Flair. They asked me if I'll retire tomorrow. I'm still one of the youngest in the WWE. I'm going to be here for a long time. Get used to that. Ask me that question in like 10 years. So that was a really great answer by Sasha Banks and really gives us a lot to break down. It's clear that her one true passion is wrestling, so she wants to keep it going for as long as possible. Like she said, until the wheels fall off, but she obviously doesn't mean that too literally. She still wants to walk away from the ring being fully healthy. She even joked about lasting as long as Ric Flair. Ric Flair was still wrestling well into his 50s and 60s. He was still out there taking part in physical segments. We even saw Ric Flair take part in a storyline this year with Randy Orton. So Ric Flair is still involved with storylines even into his 70s now, so maybe that's something Sasha would actually consider. She wants to be involved in some way, no matter her age. Sasha wrapped up that statement by saying to ask her about her retirement in 10 more years, so that puts her at just around 38 years old, which is even still young, especially for a WWE superstar. So it's not to say that Sasha is retiring at 38, but she just doesn't want to be asked about retirement for another 10 years, which is understandable. Maybe the question was asked because a lot of WWE superstars tend to retire in their 30s. For example, Trish Stratus, Lita, AJ Lee, and many others all retired just around their early 30s, so maybe that's why the question was asked. But Sasha made it clear that she's locked in and ready to wrestle for the next 10 years, and depending on where her health is by then, she might even go longer. Which is definitely possible. Just look at Mickie James, currently on Raw. Mickie is still out there competing full-time on a high level, 21 years into her career. So it can be done. It's possible. If Sasha wants a long career, then there really isn't anything stopping her from having it. Sasha was also asked about WWE Evolution, the women's only pay-per-view event from a few years ago, and shared her thoughts about Evolution 2. Sasha had this to say. "It was such a beautiful match for pay-per-view. Again, I never dreamed that would happen, because you would never dream of women main eventing anything. But for all those women to come together from the past, present, and future, it was such an inspiring and incredible pay-per-view event that I'm like, where is number 2? Where is Evolution 2? We've been waiting for it, and I know the fans want it. I can't wait for it because you also saw a lot of matches that you would never see before, and I think that's real awesome to see, especially as the women's division keeps on growing." That's a great point by Sasha that the fans have also been wondering about. Everyone assumed Evolution would be a yearly show, but it just turned out to be a one-time event. There are a lot of rumors that are still being considered, but with top women like Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey all missing from WWE right now, that may stop WWE from actually having the show anytime soon. They need their star power, and all three of those major stars are on the sidelines right now, so that might be a part of the issue as well, but hopefully the show still takes place down the line. So it seems like we have another superstar that has gone missing lately, and that's Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is coming off a huge SummerSlam win, where she made Sonya Deville leave the WWE, but how come it feels like Mandy left as well? She hasn't been seen in a while. She wasn't with Otis recently on SmackDown. What's going on there? My guess is that even though she won that loser leaves WWE match, I still think Mandy Rose was given a little time away from the WWE due to the events of the Sonya Deville break-in. Mandy Rose was there that same night, so she was affected as much as Sonya Deville was. There was even reports that the SummerSlam match was going to be a double pin, so that they both had to leave the WWE and they would both get their breaks from the WWE. That didn't happen though. Sonya lost and left, but it seems like Mandy was given a break as well. Mandy either is on a break or they just have nothing for her to do with Sonya being gone. But the fact that Mandy didn't even accompany Otis to the ring is strange and concerning. Before the break-in and a lot of things happened, reports claim that Mandy Rose was supposed to start a chase to the SmackDown Women's title after SummerSlam. These plans went off the rail not only because of the break-in, but also reportedly because of all the fan support behind Naomi. The Naomi Deserves Better hashtag did catch WWE's attention. They even had Naomi address a movement that following week on SmackDown after it went trending. Reports claim that Mandy's title chase story and opportunity might be going towards Naomi here in the near future. Obviously, the match WWE is building to is Sasha vs. Bayley, but with Sasha sidelined with this storyline injury, Bayley may need someone to feud in the meantime until Sasha returns. That someone could very well be Naomi. Everything works out smoothly. Obviously, Mandy and Sonya are still getting that serious situation handled outside of the ring, so it opens up things for someone to take that spot. Will we actually see Naomi vs. Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title real soon? It's a possibility, but it doesn't look like Naomi has a good chance of winning that title since the title is still needed for the Sasha vs. Bayley storyline. To me, it always seemed like Sasha Banks dethroning Bayley as SmackDown Women's Champion has always been the endgame for Bayley's reign, so unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Naomi could be taking the title right now. But maybe in the future, Naomi can get right back into the title picture, and maybe Mandy Rose will get involved as well down the line. What are your thoughts on Sasha's comments and the cancel plans for Mandy Rose? Leave all your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all those notifications turned on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.